Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Go Gin and the Gospel. If you can see all this this smudged up thing is on my forehead was a cross for was a Ash Wednesday cross. This is my first Ash Wednesday that I'm semi-celebrating. I screwed up because I had a burger this afternoon at school. And two, it's not vegan. You have to eat vegan. I don't know specifically because I'm still inquiry level. I'm not even a Padawan. I'm a pre-Padawan. Think of it that way. I'm in the letter sorting phase. You just got your letter to Hogwarts and you don't even have a sorting hat kind of a way. I'm Hufflepuff. I'm Hufflepuff, by the way. I want to be Hufflepuff. So, what we do for Ash Wednesday is to represent the beginning and commencement of the repentance / the Catholic Ramadan, I guess. The holy month, prior to Easter, where we're supposed to get our brains, our bodies, into the funk of Easter, where Christ has risen. It's a spring fling. It's, I guess, solstice, spring solstice, where everything comes back to life, the mating season, and leaves and stuff grow back in fresh leaf DNA or stem cell leaf, whatever stem cells that plants have. You know, when all the plants are like really fresh and they're really good smelling, and everything pretty much smells like rain, and if you're living in Canada, rain and gravel, because we use so much salt / gravel to melt the ice for the road, so we don't crash into trees and stuff and kill ourselves. They invented they invented they're inventing a new technique this year or whatever to use less of the salt way. So this is good. We humans are learning how to take care of God's planet. And, if you guys are atheists out there, it's just cool. I mean, I used to be one. And then I met my internet girlfriend. I told you in episode 1 or something like that. I met an internet girlfriend, Big Thou. Her code name is Felicity. And not her. Teresa, I think, is her Catholic baptismal name. We're going to be naming our daughters Felicity and Savannah at her request. And that's the thing about going to Catholic church with all these little kids everywhere, and parents bring their kids there, and you got all these little squishy, chubby, little squishy kids. I kind of pretend that I'm a father in the future, and if I'm still fertile, I hope I am. Thank you for stem cells. Ironically, there. Oh, actually, no. This Catholic priest who came up with the beginnings of the genetics movement. Father Mendel, I believe it was Mendel or some French dude, some French priest. And anyway, we're calling our daughter Felicity and Savannah. So I have come from a really tired bender this morning. I only got like a few hours of sleep, so I'm feeling pretty headachy. So and the weather's pretty it's that kind of weather where it's all icy, clammy, freezing ice mist, so it's really squishing my brain. So, how can I say about Ash Wednesday? Well, it's the beginning, like I said, it's the beginning of Lent, and Lent is a period of purification and spiritual purification. There's a whole, I got a whole set of instruction manuals about Lent. For the catechumen students, they've got a Lent calendar. February 14th, Ash Wednesday. Remember that you are dust, and into dust here you return. That's what this whole cross of forehead thing. And I know it looks upside down. Actually, it looked really small. To tell you the truth, it looked really small on the camera. But I guess in this case, it was pretty mid-sized. I guess my camera, my handheld camera or my phone camera really made it smaller. But the ashes is really interesting. What they do is they take palms from Palm Friday. I'm not sure when that is. I guess I'll have to look that up. I guess it's part of my catechism and homework to integrate these belief systems to my lifestyle. You take the leaves from Palm Sunday or Palm Friday, and you burn them, ceremoniously burn them. They have a portable brazier. I'm not pronouncing it correctly, but brazier, a kind of like a little thing that you could carry with you to light a fire. It's sort of like this. I guess you could do it for a backyard too. And what happens is they usually burn it outside the church in a ceremony, and then they usually go down for the refreshments, the juice and the drinking the juices and the cookies and the coffee. Some Catholic churches do it. Some of the newer Catholic churches have this option where you just go down to the basement and just meet after church, just fellowship, and just you've got to be if you're gonna be a member of the parish for a while before you and die. And go to heaven 80 years from now, you should enjoy your time with them. I'll be going to 2 parishes. One's the Vietnamese one here in Calgary, and there's going to be the one where for non-Vietnamese speaking people like myself. I'm going to move it up north though, because I don't really want to drive. It's going to be killing the gas if I live down here in Mackenzie Town, or to drive all the way up. So I guess what happens is they burn the palm leaves, and then they mix it with oil. I'm going to assume it's a holy consecrated oil, with water in a ceremony to make it into a paste, and then they bring the paste to use the paste for the church. And I think our church is big enough. The St. Albert Church is big enough for what was I thinking of? For the other parishes as well, because this is like a larger neighborhood. Like there's like 4 different suburb neighborhoods integrated into one. I think Mackenzie is officially the little Manila of the Filipino neighborhood. You have these little quarters of cities. The Chinese quarter will be the north central, right near Nose Hill. That's the old and new Chinatown, and you have little Saigon. Chinatown, or just Saigon Town, I guess, which is in Forest Nam, if you will, call it if you're from Calgary. Forest Lawn, Dakin area, Aaron Woods, and you have it's lots of immigrants actually living in the Northeast. So there's a huge Muslim mosque there. There's a Hindu or Sikh temple. Beautiful buildings. Some idiot decided to attack it with bombs. So boo to that person. And there's Mackenzie Lake, where there's it's mostly Caucasian, but there's also lots of Filipinos living down here. I guess during the mid 2000s, late 90s, a lot of Filipinos moved to Calgary. Calgary particularly is a working class city. This is where we do have a lot of high end trade jobs, whereas Toronto, Vancouver, Edmonton are more the administrative capitals. No. Calgary's very administrative actually. It's oil and gas, so we're trying to diversify our economy. It would have helped if Justin Trudeau decided to give us the infrastructure bank here in Calgary. I mean, the whole point of these putting these government buildings here is to give us options, so we don't have to rely on oil and gas, and thus bring the whole Canadian economy down with us, because everything's all integrated primarily into oil and gas in Canada, and all these other industries, but mostly oil and gas. So pretty much Canada's the breadbasket of the whole world. We supply energy everywhere. So here in Calgary, you have a lot of new immigrants coming in, and they're settling here because of the beauty, the nature, your proximity to the mountains, proximity to nature, and it's pretty spacious. Rather than living in a squishy city, like a cramped in city like Gotham City or aka Toronto. Toronto's a very imperial city. It's huge. Buildings are just big. Like the old Nathan Phillips Square, the old downtown Toronto, at City Hall. Oh my God! What is this? Is it a palace or something? And you have that weird space-looking, curvy one that's a new City Hall. featured on Star Trek TNG. So back to Ash Wednesday. So the idea of Ash Wednesday is that we glue our foreheads of a cross to kind of remember. From what I've learned in the pre-debriefing class of our RCA is that that you take this oil water mixture of ashes and just like that to that they do it for you, is to remember that we are ashes. That when we die, we just eventually become the Sandman. We go, tss, we go. You play Mortal Kombat. You get nuked. Your body just goes, tss, or cremated. So eventually we become ashes, and we become dirt. And this is to remember that we're sinners. Not to say that we're better than anyone. Catholics do not believe that they're better than anyone. They actually think that they're worse than they actually. Christians and Christendom, I guess Islam as well, is that we know that we're dirt creatures. We're Adamites. We're son of man. We're goo. We're mud, basically. We're clay creatures. We're golems, free thinking golems with the ability to have autonomy, whereas golems are just cyborgs that are brain dead, I guess. The Jewish myth, anyways. So what happens is this is to remind us that we are dirt. This is our heritage. We are beautiful creatures, of course, but we are from this planet. I can assume that when you're a human born on Tarsonus or some other human planet, Corellia, from Star Wars, Corellia, then you're made out of Corellian dirt, but we're made of human dirt, and this is to remind us that we are to be humble, and we need Christ. Again, for you atheists out there, you don't believe this is okay. Believe whatever you want. This is what I believe in. I do believe in scientific principles too, though, and I do like Jacqueline Glenn's work. She's a very brilliant lady. She's a when I was an atheist before switching over to Catholicism, she's got a really superior brain. She's like a doctor or something, and she has her own house. She says she has videos of her own house. I mean, I'm still renting, so. But she has, so that just shows you that she's smart, she's intelligent, and she does a wonderful service for YouTube. In my case, I'm making these videos for my kids, making these videos for Chi-Chi, for Teresa, my wife, Big Tao Yun. And this is my first Ash Wednesday. Technically, you're not supposed to wipe off the ashes, wash it off. It's supposed to wear off. And I took off my shirt, so I was wearing a tight shirt from school. Maybe I should have wore white. I need to get something white though, some white clothing. Lots of kids there. It's just like when you're in elementary, when you're a little kid, grade 1 through 6, you have these Christmas pageants and stuff, and you feel very secure that all these grown-ups are there around you, your own parents and all these other grown-ups around you are there to protect you as a kid, and so therefore nothing bad can touch you. The boogeyman can't get you. Stranger danger can't get you. Boogeyman. And that's what it feels like in the family friendly Catholic parish. And I would assume that they're gonna have lots of more meetings there because of its venue size. I still wish they put some more frescoes on the paint on the ceiling, but that would really cost a lot of money. And the church is, the Catholic Church is still trying to pay off its mortgage. The St. Albert Church is trying to still pay off its mortgage. I mean, I remember when they first built the church, they used to meet at the in the basement of the local Catholic elementary school's church, until they realized that Mackenzie is growing. Lots of Filipinos are coming into this neighborhood, so they need to have the services for them. The services for them. So The Father Hembrick, he's now in Saskatchewan. Father Hembrick, I think I was supposed to meet him after World Youth Day, but something fell apart there. I guess I disagreed with him. I was maybe hot tempered or something. I'm a young man. I still say hot tempered things to my moms and my dads, and because of years of abuse from bullies all around the world. So I'm slowly trying to improve. I'm slowly trying to become more Christ-like. It doesn't help that I'm autistic and I'm a schizophrenic, and every little we have a lot of things, a lot of frustrations build up over the years of not being able to interpersonally communicate efficiently. So, but like I said, what I hope as a Christian is why I try to believe in Jesus is because I'm broken. My brain is broken. My body's broken. As you can tell, I got thyroid problems because I'm fat, and that kind of changed the blood chemistry to make my thyroid go cuckoo. So I need to lose a lot of weight. I need to exercise some more. But it's really hard if you're trying to help students, fellow students in your program who might not have they do have the work ethic, but they don't have the skills. So you want them to graduate because they're going to be losing. They're going to feel really, really. That they're going to feel really, really shitty. Because so therefore you're damn tired, and you're pushing everything you can, and then you still got to push some more. The Catholic Church sees itself as a humanitarian organization that tries to right the injustices, and of course, being a human-run system, a human-run organization, is gonna screw up a lot. This is one of the benefits. I think this is one of the benefits of having the desire to learn. When we ate the apple, the legend is that we ate the apple of knowledge of good and evil, and just basically being curious. And then now we are fatso with thyroid problems. And then there's a lot of even more broken people out there. I mean, I'm having it mild. I could be really schizophrenic instead of schizoaffective and actually see crazy shit instead of thinking crazy shit. And that'd be really scary. Or I could have been born alcoholic. When or I could have been born with even more cognitive issues. So I'm thankful. So I want to show my gratitude to Heavenly Father, saying that I didn't get really showed up, and I want to try and use that to manifest something. Maybe at the church, maybe at this church, maybe at the church up northeast. Maybe I'll be moved to a nicer neighborhood, right when they start to have new. Right when they have new church. I mean, they gotta be eventually built. Eventually, Calgary's gonna become a mega city. 2 million people, and they're gonna need more churches up there in the northeast, because the northeast is it's a beautiful ecosystem of people. It's gonna have a lot more challenges, a lot more. There's gonna be a lot more wars, a lot more refugees. From everywhere, from all demographics: white, black, Asian, yellow, green, blue, purple. Maybe maybe Earth might be a refugee, even for some intergalactic species. So I don't know. We're right next to the airport. So I mean, lots of people are just right there. Lots of people there. So I anticipate a lot of years in the church of service, and that's what I could do. I could volunteer, I could serve. I'm dead tired, but the feet are tired, the brain is tired, but I look like shit right now. Okay, I can tell I look like shit right now. If I have a good night's sleep, if I have a really good night's sleep, then I really look healthy and stuff. But I've been really pushing it with the lead program. You know. In fact, that I think I told you guys about this inmate who was called Douglas Armstrong. He's like he's an African American man living in Texas, and he suffered from cognitive issues that he didn't realize he killed someone. Like really cognitive issues. I read his docket, and he was special ed. He didn't get the help he needed in America, especially. And he really, like, the system just really let him go, and he turned to drugs, like a lot of drugs, and that really compounded his emotional problems. Then he ganked someone with a knife, but he's not culpable because he doesn't have the intellectual capabilities. So I'm writing to him. He was on death row, now he's not. So it's very that's a miracle, you know. As Christians, we're not supposed to be for death row. Actually, to tell you the truth, we're not supposed to be. This is my views, anyways. We're not supposed to be for abortion. We're not supposed to be for death row. I personally support abortion only if there's going to be some serious complications to the mother's health. I mean, 2 people are going to die instead of 1. And I am very, very disappointed that the pro-lifers are not as vocal to address the economic means that provide a deficient life for people, for the babies who we are fighting for to live. There are lots of organizations like mercy ships that the church is organized with, or Knights of Columbus, and other organizations where we kind of fight for human rights. But yes, the church has done a lot of terrible things over the years. 2,000 years of being a human, you gotta get your hands dirty. 2,000, thousands of years being Chinese. I'm Chinese, My people done some really fucked up things, especially to the Vietnamese people. And well, a bully is a bully is a bully. A jingoistic bully is a bully is a bully. Whether you're American or whether you're a member of the Middle Kingdom, if you're a Han Yan. If you're a bully, you're a fucking idiot. Because you're proving to the universe, that you're showing thanks for your blessings of being born in that privilege, by oppressing another human being. And the Chinese people, they keep on saying, the Chinese people, everybody has their hands dirty, and this is to remind us that we are dirt, and that the dirt is holy. To remind us that we are dirt, not to think too highly of ourselves, and we're made from this planet, and the true power is the cross. This is Jesus, who formed us out of dirt, and He's the true power. So, anyways, this is Ash Wednesday. We had I couldn't take videos of Ash Wednesday because it's of a spiritual nature, but there was 2 homilies. 2 homily readings. I can't remember which ones. They didn't bring my notes with me, and my brain was really. But like I said, I'm going to go to the catechumen level next year, and I'm going to be more theological. I don't think that there's a divide of science. There's a divide of science, and there's a divide of. I mean. I don't know. Catholicism seems to bring me hope. I felt this hope. I felt this warm feeling at World Youth Day in 2002 in Toronto. So, but we're coming down to 25 minutes here. You guys are probably bored of me. But this is my chakra, my crown chakra, and it's a cross. So I'm not supposed to wipe that off. So probably when I go to bed tonight, there'll be some kind of black smudge of black goo in my bed. Who knows? But day 2, which is going to be February 15th, we're supposed to be doing a random act of kindness. Spread brightness everywhere you go. Brighten someone's day. A random act of kindness. Oh, this is a regular day I have. In fact, I am helping a classmate tomorrow with finishing his by helping to edit his assignments so he can get the most grades as he can. So like I said, I'm helping a classmate, an Aboriginal student in our program. Well, he's in year 1, so the idea is that I help them. I don't do the work for them. They do the work for me, and I try to help translate whatever's in their mind, especially if they're orally dictate. Like, for example, I helped a classmate yesterday with his paper on ethical dilemmas, and he had a lot of great ideas, but he couldn't articulate the actual essence, the core essence of what he was trying to, what he wanted to feel. So I had to ask illicit questions. I had to ask perhaps questions, that kind of thing, to kind of get him, perhaps string the questions to kind of get him to open up and give me some clues, and then I try to type it in and try to fit into the research with it. So unfortunately, that assignment was a pass and fail assignment, so P or F. Instead of a grade point one, because I love grade point assignments, because the higher you get in your assignments, on your quizzes, on your tests and whatever, 10% of your of whatever you're doing in school, talk often, even if you think that your questions are dumb. Just keep your mouth moving, okay? Because you get 10% points there, like 10 points, and that'll help turn an A into an A plus, or B into, well, it won't turn into a B plus. It'll turn it'll turn an A into A plus, A minus into an A. I mean, and that's wonderful, because if you start talking, then you start engaging. And the thing is, sometimes your teacher might even think of some questions, because your teacher might not know of the final exam yet, and he's thinking of getting, and this might ask get the teacher to think of some questions. That's on the final exam, and if you covered it, and it's in your brain for the next 6 months before enzymes in your brain dissolve everything. This is how come we forget. This is why we go to church every Sunday and stuff, and this is why we do these kind of things every year. So we keep on trying to prevent these enzymes from frying our knowledge, then our knowledge of the gospel, or our knowledge of life. If we're working at an engineering job day in and day out, that we will remember what we did. So yeah. I love you, honey. See, I love you so much. I'm getting my head dirty. I love you, honey. Okay, so this is just me. Very tired. So that's tomorrow's homework. Is keep on helping a classmate pass his thing. Then February 16th, my grace is sufficient for you, my power is made perfect in his weakness. Read Corinthians 2:12. February 17th, a bit of mercy makes the world a less. I'm not sure. Join us as we, it says here on the top, join us as we reflect on, this is backwards, so join us as we reflect on the season of Lent and count down to the joy of Easter. And then April 1st, wishing you a blessed Easter. April 1st is not Easter. April 1st is April Fool's Day. Good Friday, okay. Holy Saturday. April 1st is Easter. That's new to me. Palm Sunday. The picking of burning of palms to burn on. Oh, I guess these little hints, and these little hints are what we're supposed to be thinking of. And I suppose I can do a reading of do a quick reading of the Lent textbook here, the primer. They have this for us parishioners, so we don't get enzymic and forget, right? We can always remember until we know it by heart, not be familiarized with it. So this will be a reading. So I'm gonna read my salvated brother. I call him brother. I used to call him Uncle Douglas Armstrong, but I prefer to call him brother. Maybe I'll call him Uncle again. But I can't. I won't be able to read the letters to you. That's VoIP, and I'm trying to practice VoIP. So we're down to 30 minutes. So I love you all, honey. Thank you for being my wife. And I love you. And some photos of my ashy forehead. I love you. Bye bye. I'm very tired right now.